What? How do I open this? Oh! Okay, figured it out. We're here. We can do this. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, it's this one. We can figure this out. Come on, baby. Alright, here we go. God, that is a really aggressive... This is a very aggressive flame. There's gotta be a way to control that. Experimenting right now with just starting a stream without a stream screen. So, a little scuffed, but you know what? That's what's happening. What's up, Brian? How's it going? Hope you're well. We're just doing a just chatting stream today. And I'm keeping these streams very low key, as in as minimal effort as possible so that I can do it more often. So that I'm not overthinking the process, that sort of thing. Nothing more relaxing than a flamethrower, I guess. Yeah. You know, I had this one, but it's working today. So this is a much, you know, this is a better flame. Okay, so now I can light this guy. Ah, come on. Very carefully. I have a thing with candles because my dad would never let me have candles when I was a kid. If I ever had them, he would just come into my room and blow them out. The reason being, when he was like 20 and living on his own in an apartment, he fell asleep with a cigarette in his hands and proceeded to light his apartment on fire. He was okay. It wasn't anything like insane or major that happened, other than lighting a room on fire, which is, you know, traumatic on its own. But he was so traumatized by the whole thing that he's like, no fires, which is why I love candles and incense and just burning things, mostly because I wasn't allowed to when I was a kid. So there you have it. That's the thing. But I am like hyper aware of it because I'm like, oh my god, if I light anything on fire because I have a candle, then my dad's gonna be so upset at me because he's like, I made you careful. So I just make sure there's nothing on top, you know, everything is safe. Anyway, that's my thing with candles. What's up, John? How's it going? Big Joe? Kush, how are you? Nostalgia, how's it going? High Top says I've been enjoying your recent YouTube videos. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. I feel like there is a very clear direction that I'm headed, and I'm really, really happy about it. And that sort of validation just means the absolute world to me. So thank you, thank you. I've been really enjoying it myself. Zaggy, hi. Naya, Michael, how's it going? So yeah, we might get into playing Assassin's Creed today. Just a little bit more of Shadows. I don't know if anyone's been playing, but if anyone has, let me know. Let me know how you've been liking it. I keep seeing reviews like this is the best Assassin's Creed in the series. I've seen reviews like we're back, baby. So it's pretty cool seeing that. From being a longtime Assassin's Creed fan, it's very cool to see those types of reviews. Ernesto, hi, huge fan of your work and when you were a member of Smosh. Oh, thank you so much, Ernesto. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And from YouTube too, which is awesome. So I'm co-streaming right now, both to Twitch and to YouTube. So sometimes what I say in chat might not be on your screen because I might be taking chat from YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch, you're not going to see it, and vice versa. So that's what's happening. What's up, chat? Oh my gosh, Gabe! Just wanted to say I'm proud of you, Mari. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I know it comes from a very genuine place, Gabe. Super happy for new content you're posting because it is so good and well done. Thank you. Just hope you have a nice stream. You know, I'm always here. If I don't comment, I'm here supporting. I appreciate that. I really feel that, Gabe. Thank you. yeah, been really happy with the direction of the content. So yeah, thank you. I want to say thank you for being an inspiration to your latest videos, and hope you do conventions including Houston and also voiceover. I haven't been at a convention outside of like California in a while. Like I've done like Comic-Con, VidCon, LA Comic-Con, but nothing in the rest of the states. Should really bring it back. Like it was very easy to do conventions when I was with Smosh, and even with OGSOG, with Lasercorn, Zoinky, and Joven, because we came as a team, as a package, and people, you know, see us as former Smosh, OGSOG, and kind of us as a group. I think in some ways I feel like I don't have the confidence to just be like razzle dazzle just by myself at a convention, but who knows? Maybe we'll get there. I started it, got to about where you were in the last stream. Haven't been back to it yet. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I haven't gone back to it yet too, so I'd be picking up where I left off last time. Yeah. How is everyone's week going? I guess it's Sunday, so technically it's the start of the week. Do you find Sunday to be the start of your week or Monday to be the start of your week? It used to be Sunday for me because that's what I'm used to. Like when I think of the weeks, I go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But a lot of work calendars start on Mondays as like the furthest to the left, you know? And I think I've gotten used to a lot of like journals that start on a Monday, so now I'm all jumbled up. It used to start on a Sunday, but now I feel like it's Monday. Sadly, Monday is the start of my week. Monday, it's called the weekend for a reason. Monday for me. Fair. My pillbox starts on Sunday, so Sunday is the start of the week. See, I feel like the start of the week used to be Sundays, like in general, but maybe it's different for international, because I think Monday has always been the start of the week for Japan. I don't know about other countries. I'm off on Mondays. Oh, so your Monday is a Tuesday? Is that how you see it? Or do you see Monday as your midday weekend? Or midweek weekend? Hey John, I know you from Smosh. Love the new hairstyle. Oh, thank you. My hair is an actual mess today. I tried, but it's just gross and greasy, so it is what it is today. But thank you. I very much enjoy the new style as well. Thanks. Alchemist, hi, how's it going? Ninja, I see. Oh, I work today as what today it is. When I lived in Bahrain, the work week was Sunday through Thursday. So that was a weird adjustment? That sounds like a great adjustment. It'd be like, oh, easy adjustment. I can make that work. Sunday through Thursday? I kind of like that. I like working on a Sunday purely because if I send out emails, I get nothing back. I get nothing back until Monday. So I feel like I've done stuff on my to-do list and my task list, but no one's like putting it back in my court. You know what I mean? Like I'm just throwing cannons over to other people's courts and then I don't get anything back, which is nice. I can figure it out tomorrow. But I feel like I'm getting ahead. So I feel like that's why I like working on a Sunday personally. Big Nanas, how's it going? I know, this is my second stream this week and my first stream's back in like 3 years or something like that. What's up, Sixels? How's it going? Extreme Apple fan, I just want to let you know that I'm catching up on all your videos that you've been posting recently, and they've really helped me on my outlook of how I view myself as well. Thank you so much for sharing with what's going on, with you going through and what I'm going through and what you've been doing. Oh, honestly, Apple fan, like that makes my day. You know what I mean? Like I'm so glad that it is something that is opening up the possibility for you to look at it and go, oh, maybe I should, maybe I can crack open a door. You know, that's all I can do. I can't make you walk through any doors. I can't make any of my viewers walk through the door, but what I can say is, hey, there's a crack here. I walked through that door. If you want to crack it open, you totally can. It's up to you. I can guide you to the door. So yeah, it really, really, really means a lot. So thank you. What's up, Scorpio guy? How's it going? Ghost Daddy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just really, really passionate about the direction. And I think it comes from years of being online, you know, and just like being like public online, I should clarify. Because I feel like I have my personal, like, behind the shadows, not as a public figure, side of me that I feel like really intact. Like I don't feel like my online persona has ever felt like it's ripping parts of myself up, you know, like my personal life. I just have not felt threatened that my personal life is too exposed or anything like that. So I feel like my personal life has always been like intact and safe. My online persona is something else, right? It's the thing that has been perceived for the past 15 years. And I feel like there's been so many different eras. And that's the video I'm going to be putting out this week. You can tell I've been thinking about it. But all those different eras, you know, it's like after a while you're like, oh my God, I'm still online. Wait, what do I do with myself? And I think that it took a couple of years to really figure out like what my calling is for making online content. And I found it. So I'm really, really grateful that the content that I'm making right now is resonating. And not so much as like a, wow, Mari, you're in the spotlight, but more so like by me being vulnerable, it allows other people to be like, oh, maybe I can start doing this for myself too. And, you know, all I can do is say, this is something that worked for me, and I'm a pretty stubborn, self-loathing person, and if it works for me, maybe it can work for other people. And if that's the case, then I really hope that it works for other people to, you know, love themselves better, take better care of themselves, open up into really learning about self-compassion and self-love. Like, I think we hear those words all the time, that it starts to feel like whatever, you know, you can just kind of like brush it off because you hear those words all the time, which is kind of where I was getting. I'm like, I get the concept of self-love, but I can't turn it on myself. I love it for you. I just can't find it for myself because I won't allow myself to do it. You know, like I won't allow myself to soften for myself. You know, I can do it for plenty of other people. And I'm like, I love it for you. Too scary for me. But if I was able to do it and I'm stubborn as hell, then I hope it can help one other person out there. So, rant over. Where or when are new projects or movies coming? A few. So right now I have two short films in festivals. So they haven't gone online because the thing with film festivals is that they want to know that it hasn't been viewed by the world yet. They have the first premiere. So it keeps like, it stays hidden. I don't know if this is, whatever. They're not gonna be like, Mari, how dare you? But this is a project that is, I'll just do it with, okay. I'll do it without sound. But this was filmed in a movie theater. This premiered at a film festival 2 nights ago. And I got to sit and watch my dumb face on the big screen. So I'll play it for you right now. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, we're so blown out. You can't see anything. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. So that is a short film called War. That's in film festivals right now. One of the YouTube videos that I made is also in film festivals at the moment, but that is public. And then I've got a feature film, which is like a full-length movie. That is premiering in Las Vegas at Circa, which is a casino. They have something called Stadium Swim, which is like adult pools. You know, like when people go like and they're like drinking and they're in pools and there's like a DJ. It's like that sort of setup, but they have like a big screen, like an HD screen. And usually it's like stuff like going on, but they're gonna put our movie up on there. And so there will be people drinking in pools, watching our movie. It's gonna be a very, very Vegas premiere, which is cool because I think it speaks to the movie, which is also filmed in Vegas. So I don't know, it's gonna be pretty good vibes. If you live in Vegas, I hope you come to it. You can find the link on my Instagram, and it's called Stadium Swim at Circa, and that is happening in April. And then I have a few other shorts. Sometimes I forget what I filmed because it stays in like post-production hell for so long. But the thing that I filmed, a short film, it's gonna get shopped around at Warner Brothers, which is exciting. And then I just read a script for hopefully what will become a feature a couple days ago. We just did a table reading. So I don't know. There's a lot of irons in the fire. Is that the irons in the... There's a lot of irons. I don't know idioms. Anyway, there's a lot of things happening. So yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks for the question, which was very, very short. But here, that was my long answer. Okay, going back. Ernesto, very excited to see you do more live streams, and we'll watch and comment on your latest videos. Once again, Mari, thanks for being an inspiration. Awesome, Ernesto, appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for joining on YouTube, which is a new streaming platform for me. I'm dual streaming Twitch and YouTube, and you know, Twitch has always kind of had its audience. That's where I built a live streaming audience, so makes sense. But YouTube, you know, we're here. We're here on YouTube as well. Let's see. Apple fan, you've just made my day by saying that your respect, it really helped me. Oh. I started out working 2 volunteer jobs just to get by, and I had to reflect on what I really wanted in life and what really made me myself. And your videos of just helped me. I've kind of had to reevaluate who I want to be. I've now realized a little bit more about myself as a person. I'm now sending a new job, probably application that's much better and give me more time to breathe. Good, Apple fan. I'm really, you should feel really proud of yourself. That's awesome. Let's see. Ninja says, it's how I feel. It's so hard. I just started working with a trainer to get into better shape and it'd be a better me. Ninja, I'm proud of you. Man, it takes it takes a lot of like just so like I feel like you and all of us would motivate other people to work on themselves and put themselves in the center of their stories, to motivate other people to be like, no, you deserve it. You should totally get yourself a trainer. You should get into the best shape of your life, whatever. You should better yourself. But then when we try to turn it on ourselves, we're like, I'll put it on the back burner. I got so much other stuff. No, I can wait. I'll do it later. I'm not worth it. You know, like, it's so much easier to allow other people to kind of shine and like become the best versions of themselves. And it's so hard sometimes to just be like, oh wait, I deserve that too. Like, it took a really, really long time for me to not cringe at myself and say, no, I deserve to be happy. I'm worthy of happiness. And it's weird because I would never shame somebody else for saying those words, but for me to say it, I felt so cringy. Like, I don't deserve that. Like, how could I possibly say that without embarrassing myself by saying something like that, you know? So, if you're struggling with that sort of thing, man, I feel you. It is strange. By the way, Apple fan, thank you for resubscribing using Prime. I appreciate it. I am trying to figure out how I'm going to continue looking at notifications, but we're gonna try. We're trying little by little. Okay. But yeah. Let's see, what else? Valid points, more power to you. Appreciate you as a person, thank you. Where did I? Oh, Sixels, you posted a link to that in the Discord. Oh, thank you. The Discord, I'm so sorry, has been so dead. But I think now that I have a direction with where I'm going with my content, I'm like, oh, now I know what the Discord is for. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Where I'm like, before the Discord was like, hey, if you like the stuff that I put out, go to this place and talk about it more. Like I wasn't a good captain. You know what I mean? Like for a long time, I felt like I didn't know how to captain my own ship, or forgot how to, or felt unworthy of captaining my own ship. And now that I have a direction, I'm like, I know what I want. I know where we can go. And I think we can do this together. So thank you for keeping the Discord going. I appreciate that. Irons in the fire is correct. Okay, thank you. By the way, what I think is going to happen is I think I'm going to keep all the VODs on YouTube and not have VODs available on Twitch. So if you are a Twitch viewer and later on you're like, where are the VODs? It'll be on YouTube. Just trying to keep things in one place and just keeping it kind of like clean. We'll see. We'll see. If y'all hate it, let me know. But I think that's what's gonna happen with it. Let's see. Apple fan, you are very welcome. I meant every word. Deserve happiness. You deserve happiness, honestly. And like, I think yeah, I sincerely appreciate that. And I can receive these compliments now as much as I can give it. I'm a different animal, man. I'm a different animal. I can say that with confidence. I've come back a completely different animal. Lolly, your shadow work video really inspired me. I'm so happy. Taking the leap and signed up for a fantasy writers workshop. It'll be my first solo vacay trip. Oh my gosh, that's epic. I have my thoughts on solo trips. I think it could be some of the more incredible, life-changing things about life in general. I'm a big solo trip person. Haven't taken a lot like in the past like few years since the pandemic, but I think some of the more pivotal moments of myself, it was when I was traveling alone. I traveled 2 months in South America, just backpacking, going from hostel to hostel, that type of thing. And yeah, I think it really like shaped how I interact with other folks in a very, very good way. Yeah, it was kind of like that year was my what was it? What's that old book? No, not Live, Love, Laugh. Eat, Pray, Love. It's a very old book that I read, and I think they made a movie out of it. Julia Roberts is in it. Eat, Pray, Love. Basically, like your journey to find yourself. That was my year of that, long time ago. Anyway, I want a solo trip to South Korea or Japan. Just have to win lotto first. You don't have to win the lotto. It would make it easy. It would be much easier, but don't wait until you win the lotto. Plan, you know, little savings here and there. High yield savings. I think they're starting to be a lot harder to find, but if you find a high yield savings and you can just put $5 in there a month, I really, really recommend it. Been lurking, but I just want to know, but I want y'all to know that you're amazing. Oh, Chaos! Thank you. That's a very, very sweet thing to say from a lurker. Thank you for coming out of hiding. Feel free to go back into hiding, but that's a really sweet thing to say to chat, so thank you for saying that. Uiriamu. Konbanwa to you. Thank you. Ernesto says, I also went through a tough time last year, but with the help of my family and now to you, thank you to your videos, I continue to learn and love myself and with other folks that I meet. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna get emotional. Tutor J, how's it going? Good to see you back. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Lollygaggles, I'm really excited. Been stuck in the Midwest all my life. Never been on a plane alone. But my one goal in this short life is to write a fantasy book. So we're taking the leap of faith. Oh my gosh. I am a fantasy reader. I'm a romantasy reader. I love to live in the world. I wish you the absolute best in your journey. And I hope you love what you write. That's so cool. And I love that you signed up for a retreat for it too. That's really huge. That's putting your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? That is so cool. And the amount of books that have gotten really, really big because of book talk is incredible. Like, we're living in a completely different time. Lolly, if you don't know Kelsey Dangerous, Kelsey Dangerous on social media, would be cool for you to kind of watch her journey. She came up as like a BuzzFeed host. We've worked together a bunch in the past. She's been on social media for a long time as a host, as a gamer, as a social media person, but she followed her dream in creating like a fantasy, I think, love story. I don't think it's like smutty romantasy, but it is a fantasy love story. And she just published, and her book, I think now is in what is it when you call it? You can pre-order it now. So look into it. Her whole sort of like journey is cool. And then the self-publishing journey is very cool. But I'm sure you will learn so much more than my very small knowledge about it at your retreat. So have fun. Rachel freaking Powell says, definitely vibe with that. Traveled solo to the US last year to visit some friends, but it was such a fantastic week. Probably the best of my life. Would give anything to do it again and see more of the country. Oh, yeah. Solo travels. It's I feel like when you are traveling alone and you don't know where you're going and you just kind of have to like rely on your senses, your gut, rely on the kindness of strangers, and also like learn to be defensive while also really like open, you know, like you learn a lot flying solo on a trip. I think it's very cool. Ninja went to El Salvador for a friend's wedding last year, first time traveling out of the US, and loved it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Tutor says, this could be a good stream idea, but have you ever done the Bean Boozled Jelly Bean Challenge? Too many times. Tutor, too many times to name how many times I have done Bean Boozled. I will not self-inflict pain by burning out my sensors on my tongue. But yes, that is a very good idea for a stream. Maybe if I'm ever doing a charity stream, I'll bring it back. Rachel, you love book talk. I know, me too. See you later, Alchemist. Thank you, thank you. Patty says, oh my god, are you the Mari from Survivor? The legend herself just found your channel, not you. I am from Survivor. I don't know if I was a legend on it, but I am from Survivor, yes. Thanks for finding me. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chrissy. I love seeing people following their dreams. I know, it's motivating, right? It's motivating, and at the same time, it's like if you're constantly in like the cheering squad, like make sure you turn that on yourself as well. We are allowed to follow our dreams as well. Does your whiteboard say hashtag MariCore? Yeah, it does, but I didn't write this. Peter came into my office and wrote it. I don't know what it means, like Mari, of course, and I think it's like a play on Mari Craft, but core is like you know, like you can have like cottage core or like goth core or whatever. I think that's what it means, right? Mari, like if I was like an aesthetic, I think that's what hashtag MariCore would be. I don't know. Sometimes he just comes in to my office and does sweet things. The heart is from him as well. And this is my to-do list with 4 things that didn't get done, but is slowly erasing itself. So I think that means that I don't have to do it if it's starting to not, you know, if I can't read it anymore, I don't have to do it. I think that's how it goes. 5-star says Shiseido skincare. No, I don't think I'm using any Shiseido right now, but I do use SK2. It's my Christmas present every year is to get SK2, what do you call it? Toner, because it's really expensive. It is very, very expensive. So that's my Christmas present from my family every year, and I just savor that for the full year. But I've been using SK2 as a toner for years now, and like, okay, I might be wrong, but I think this is their whole like pitch. Long ago, somebody in the aesthetic business realized that people who work with sake with their hands, sake as in the alcoholic Japanese drink, the rice drink, have immaculate young hands. And they're like, why do all the sake workers who work with their hands and like make sake have young hands? And they realize that it's from the fermentation process of making the alcohol that is keeping their skin young. And so they've taken that fermentation process of sake, obviously taken out all the alcohol of it, but, you know, scientifically took all the aspects of that part that has been working to keep the skin young, and they've made it into a toner. So that is the pitch that got me, and so that's what I've been using for years. Does it work? I don't know. Is it working for me? I think so. I feel pretty good about my skin. And, you know, I feel good about aging. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's a very good endorsement or not, but that's what I've always been using. Let's see. I mean, starting a list is a big step. Oh, I don't know if it's a big step. I'm very good at making lists. Not always good with checking off the list, but I'm very good at making the list. He nailed it though. MariCore is immaculate vibes. Thank you. I don't know what the vibe is. I think if you had to I think if you had to bottle MariCore into a vibe, it would be like, it would be this meme. I think this is MariCore in a meme. I can find this. Hold on. It's very pink. Yes. This is the meme. I think this explains what MariCore is. It says, I don't know if you can read that. Anyway, it's a cat. Wait, can you read it now? It says, "Wake up, woman. You're not a princess, you're a dragon." I think that's what I think. You can tell me what MariCore feels like to you, but if I had to describe it, if this was a real thing, that's how I would describe it, probably. Ambassador Tony, hi, how's it going? Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate you. Not a fun, not a thing to say out of context. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for being here and thanks for lurking. Out of context, doesn't sound great. Streamer context, makes sense. Royalty Robin, oh my gosh, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I know it's been a long time since I streamed, but you know, we're very casually bringing it back. Here and there, as you can see, it is very, very minimal. I don't have any overlays. We're keeping it pretty scuffed in that aspect, but I think it works. I'm just doing it so that I have the least amount of stress to just hit the go live button, and I'm just gonna chit chat, maybe play some video games sometimes here and there, but you know, for the sake of it, just like keeping in contact. because I ditched streaming for much too long. So yeah, but that was because of personal things. Anyway, Ambassador Tony, you work with sake all the time? Tell me more. How? Why? Are you a sake maker? Or are you just a drinker? Oh, it's good to see you, Royalty Robin. That's awesome. Let's see. Robin King, how's it going? Hello, hello. Jigen, how are the joints? You know, all the joints are good except for 2 of them. My pinky, which is getting better, and my knee, but it's not really the joint that is messed up in my knee, it's a ligament. Both injured from something specific. Both injured from jiu-jitsu. So it's not like a, ooh, like, ooh, I got pain in the joints from like aging type of thing. Definitely injuries from, just, you know, not necessarily going hard or anything. Just the regular thing that happens when you roll around, trying to strangle one another in good sport. For practice, you know. Maricore is Dragon Ninja Valkyrie Ballerina. Hashtag Maricore setup. I think of it more of a comfy vibe. Ooh, I love that. Thank you. Like, Maricore might be like what looks like knight armor, but it's all made out of sweats. Robin King, this is your first stream watching, but I've been following you since your first Smosh vid. Oh my gosh. A long time. It's a long history. Appreciate you, and thanks for commenting, Robin King. Considering long time follow, first time stream. So that's very, very cool. I know, it does feel like ages. I think it's been a good like 2 or 3 years since I last streamed. Although I streamed like one other time this week, but other than those times. Oh yeah, the Chaos Kids will someday be able to see their emote. I literally have those emotes. I just have to like upload it onto Twitch. Okay. Maybe during stream I'll do that. I'll try to figure out how to do that on stream. Dungeons and Dongo. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. You still have that art of you and Peter as Animal Crossing villagers in your wedding outfits I sent Peter long ago? We absolutely do. It is in our living room, and that artwork that you sent, plus our wedding picture and a bunch of like memorabilia that we have from our wedding, it's in our living room. It's like one of our favorite things. So thank you so much, Dongo. That's so sweet. I'm glad that you're in here. I'm glad that I can tell you like with honesty, like, yes, we still have it. We still love it. If just out of context, Dongo sent, I wonder if I can find it. I don't know how I would find, let's say like red umbrella. No, it's not gonna find red. I'm trying to search it in my search. Oh, maybe if I go like cartoon. Let's see how good image search is on here. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I have a lot of cartoon. Oh, I found it. Okay, so this is what Dongo sent, this artwork. But obviously this is just on my phone. And it is artwork from Peter's and my wedding. And yeah, we got it framed and it's sitting in our living room. Let's see. Maricore equals Studio Ghibli. Ooh. Maricore equals cute plants that have secret katanas inside, but you'll never know which ones. Rachel. I love the secret katanas. It makes it's like, what war? Like, what are you like? What war are you preparing for, Mari? Like, makes no sense. The artist did a really good job. Lilior! Oh my gosh! Hi, good to see you. I can't believe I'm in Mari streams again. I know. Long time. And if anyone is interested in seeing the VOD, I'm gonna take the VOD after the stream is over off of Twitch, but it will be on YouTube. Gaming Addict, nice to see you doing better and streaming. Love to see it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And Tim Watson, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at seeing these. Tim Watson, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you're still here. Belated Media. Wait, is this the Belated Media? I'm not gonna out you unless I know it's you. Anyway, no, it went to an ad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dongo. It'll be on YouTube. I like try to like look at every single comment, so I know that this is like very, very late when I'm going through things. The first video I watched of Smosh was Try Not to Laugh with Jujimufu. Jujimufu is all over my Facebook feed. Like every time I load up Facebook, which is like once a month, he's just all over it. I was hooked after and watched everything till this day. And watch and follow all of y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Am I playing AC Shadows? Yeah, I'll play it in a little bit. Bladed Media says, oh, hi. Hello, Michael. How's it going? Good to see you. Bladed Media and I go way, way back to the very, very early days of Smosh. Probably like the fourth person I talked to at Smosh. It was Ian Anthony, then Ryan, who was a director for a very, very long time, and then next was Michael Barity. So, it me, yay! Apple Fan says, have you thought of ever doing podcasts out of the videos you make and doing an audio version of some of those? I think there might be an audience for that. I think it could inspire some people as well. Yes and no. Like, I've dipped into the podcast thing twice now, I think, with like no real, I don't want to say real success. I think just no real like understanding of like, where does this go now? You know what I mean? And I think it's probably my lack of understanding the process and like my lack of like putting in the real effort that it takes to have podcasts be like the thing. Yeah, I think it would be very, very cool too. I don't know if I have the capacity to do it myself right now. And at the same time, I think I just want to become really good with understanding like my North Star, basically making YouTube videos that are like curated and I get to the point. You know, I think right now I'm like, I'm afraid that the podcasts will sound a lot like the streams, which is a little like off the cuff. And for me, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling. And so I think with the podcast, I would like for it to be like valuable. I think that's what I want to ensure that it's like valuable and it's not just me like talking for the sake of talking. If that makes sense. Mr. Gimmick. Oh, thank you so much for the cheers. I appreciate that. Love your new content. Big fan of this exploration. Oh, it's not Mr. It's MV Gimmick. Thank you, Gimmick. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Belated Media says things are exhausting but good. Very grateful to almost be done with this Kickstarter soon. Oh, do you wanna link it in chat? So Belated Media has written a comic. Is it in here or is it in the other room? I think it's in the other room. Yeah, comic with a sister that y'all should check out. Anyway, feel free to put the link in there. They're doing a Kickstarter for the second book. So let's see. How do I wait? Hold on. I'm just gonna find it. I think it might have kicked out. You can do this. Yes. Yes. Okay. Putting it in chat. Oh gosh. That is a long URL. But the Kickstarter is live. It's in chat for Twitch. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize my stream elements was still connected. It is so interesting. I think one of the strengths of your YouTube content is that it has clear direction. Oh, thank you, High Tops! That makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. Thank God. Thank God it seemingly has direction. That makes me very, very happy. It would be more of your YouTube videos that you put out just the audio. Oh, gotcha. So I could just extract the audio. But my YouTube videos are pretty short. I think maybe if I like, I don't know. I'll think about it. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Belated Media says, I've been seeing a life coach to try to find my why and identify values and recalibrate my life. Yes! I love that for you. I love that for you. The recalibration is like, man, it's a tough thing to be like, oh, I gotta figure out what this direction is, especially, you know, like when the world tells us like, oh, you should know when you're 18 so that you can get into your major and then follow the path. Obviously, you figure it out by the time you're out of college and then you're well on your way. That's your why. That is your purpose to work in whatever you choose when you're 18. You do that till you're 65 and then you retire and then you get to live your life. And it's like that has been the MO for every single year of like modern life since like the Industrial Revolution, right? So I don't know. We are most definitely in a different place where it's like we are allowed to be like, yo, I don't know where I'm going. I got to figure it out and I'm allowed to figure it out. So hell yeah. I'm so happy for you. You should be really proud of yourself for doing that work. Next time we meet up, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I look forward to it. Am I going to TwitchCon? Most likely not. Every time I've gone to TwitchCon, it's because a friend has invited me who's already like going and they're like the Twitch person. Like I stream on Twitch, but I'm not like a Twitch content creator. You know what I mean? I feel like it's always been like a, oh, and now I also do this type of thing. Not like this is the thing I do. So, I feel a little out of place when I'm at Twitch. Like I see people that I know and it feels a little bit like seeing my friends convention, but I feel like other than that, it's never really served a huge purpose for me. Royalty says, what games do you play nowadays? You know, I had a really long dry spell last year with games. I heavily played Helldivers and Pal World in the beginning of the year, and then for the rest of the year, dry spell. I was just in a place of like working on myself that I just didn't want anything to veer, and I just got really uninterested in everything. I cut out reality TV, I cut out news, I cut out like everything that could make my sort of like mental capacity sort of like veer off into other places. I just like, yeah, I really focused in. So I had a pretty dry spell. Assassin's Creed has kind of like brought me back in. Smite brought me back in early this year. And so kind of dabbling in those, but nothing where I'm like consistently playing every single night. Dongo says, I've been doing things to help myself too. Got a job as a TSA officer at my local airport. Oh, cool. I bet you have so many stories. But I will become a story writer for games eventually. Oh, wow. That's awesome. We've got another story writer for games in chat. Belated Media is a story writer. I have to compliment your background. So green and planty and beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's looking lush, isn't it? I don't have to water any of the plants. It's magical. Oh, but you know what? Okay, so... okay, I gotta share this. I found out that my room is super not feng shui. We'll go over this in a second. Okay, so anyway, sometimes I want to do that, then get anxious about it. I've been a cook and now a hairstylist and starting to feel stuck. I love it, but feel like I want more, if that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. It is a scary thing to step into, but you're absolutely not alone for feeling that way. So, you know, in your own time, go through your journey. Kontiki says, you were a big part of my childhood. Loved you on Smosh Games. Thank you. I messed with Mario Craft heavy too. Heck yeah. Thanks for the entertainment. Nice to see you're doing good and healthy. Ah, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely good times. Fish taco challenge at TwitchCon? What is that? Okay, let's see. Cutting out news is probably very healthy. Yeah, it was. You know, and I was able to cut out news because for like 15 years, I feel like I was so locked in. You know, like waking up to Google News, Twitter, watching local news at night, watching pundits at night, and like I'm like, where did it land me? Just really, really anxious and, you know, worried about things that were some in my control and so much that wasn't. And so I cut it out, and it's, for me, it's been a very, very good world. Anyway, Robo Panda, oh my gosh, hi. Hi. That's awesome. Good to see you. Bladed Media says, with any luck, I'll be able to show off one of the games I'm on soon. Yes! It's exciting. It's so exciting. I know last time we had to like, during lunch, we had to kind of dance around what you were working on. And so I was like, ooh, I want to know what it is, but I don't want you to tell me because I don't want the burden of having this secret, but I really, really want to know, and I'm really proud of you, but I don't want to know. But tell me more. Tell me what you can tell me. Got rid of a few socials, says High Tops, yeah. Now chat gets to guess. Sorry, now chat gets to guess which plants contain katanas. 2 of them contain katanas. Out of what you can see. Actually, yes, out of what you can see, 2 of them contain katanas. Which ones are they? Okay, so let me show you what I found the other day. Okay, hopefully I can find, I think it was called Dear Modern. I think this guy's name is, oh yeah, okay. So I found this guy on YouTube, named Dear Modern, and, okay, so I'm gonna go like Dear Modern, Feng Shui office. That's not how you spell an office, but okay, so this is what I found. Feng Shui basics, the principles behind how to place a desk to feel good. So as you can tell in my room right now, hello. In my room right now, you can see the door, right? So my window is here. The video is going this way. My back is to the door. Jade, how's it going? Oh, Bladed Media, thank you so much for being here, Michael. I appreciate you. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, so you can tell the door is behind me, and that's what my setup is. And the reason why I did this was because, well, why did I do this? Because this wall was done, I guess, with like the blue slats. This side is like just half. This side is a mess. So I'm like, well, I can't point the camera this way. So that's what my room is right now. There's the door. My back is to it. That's the context. Let's see if I can play this and you can hear the sound. Okay, yes. Let's watch this together and we can discover just how wrong the feng shui is in my room.
Hello! Today we are going to learn about how to place a desk in Feng Shui. So here's a nice little desk, there's a chair, there's a little laptop, very good. And we'll learn how to place it best in a room to maximize your performance. So as we know, a desk is a place that we spend many hours at. We sit there, we stand there, working very hard, making money, doing things like that. So it's important to place
Wait, hold on, what is it? He says really funny jokes here and there, and he slides them in, and he doesn't make a big deal out of it, but he says really funny things.
Doing things like that. So it's important to place our desk
you make
in
a lot
the
of money
best
at your
possible
desk.
location. The first thing to understand is the aspects of a desk. In every desk, there's a front and there's a back. Where you sit and you're looking towards the front, it's important to know that a desk is not just a thing that you plonk anywhere. You have to appreciate that there's different faces and sides to this thing. When you sit here, you're looking towards your computer, your back is here, and humans have only one set of eyes. We're looking towards the front. So know that there's a front and there's a back where you can't see what's going on. And this will lead us to the next point.
Unless you have a camera pointing.
Is known as
and this is having two sets of eyes.
I'm going to draw a room.
So maybe I am okay.
Room
because it's two sets of eyes.
Big room.
This is like pretty much.
Okay, so here's my room. Okay, I moved my door here. So
this is almost my setup. If the door was on the other side, it's pretty much my door. Or that's pretty much my room.
The window.
True. I have windows right in front of me.
Light coming in over here. You can see the shadows is like very nice. So
good night, Dongo.
The command position is about feeling good and protected in your space. So never place your desk like this.
That's where it is right now.
Your back is exposed to the door. If
this is literally where my desk is right now. It's looking towards the window with my back.
It makes you feel vulnerable and
hold on.
Like this. It means that your back is exposed to the door. If someone comes in and jumps on you, you wouldn't know. You feel very unsafe. You feel very uncertain. It makes you...
See, if somebody came through the door and jumped on me, I would feel very uncertain, very unsafe. That's where that's how I'm sitting right now. Very unsafe. Somebody could just jump me from behind. So we gotta change that. Okay.
Makes you feel vulnerable and you want to avoid this at all costs.
At all costs.
Like this. The command position is
at all costs is great.
Have nothing behind you, a nice solid wall.
Yeah,
to protect
nice solid wall.
And you can see the entrance. So
if I want to see the entrance, I gotta be like over here.
Very important. So don't sit like this. Don't sit like this. Don't sit like this. You want to be able to see the door so nobody can surprise.
I gotta make sure that I know where my attackers are.
Some people might think of putting the desk like this, which kind of fulfills the command position rules or
command position. It's called the command position. Omari, that's why you have plant katanas. The problem is all the plant katanas are also behind me. So if somebody came through the door to attack me and if they knew where my plant katanas were, they could just get the katanas from my plants that are behind me. See, this is really messing up. This is really messing me up, man.
Or does it? Because, like even if this is a wall, right? And your back is supported, you can see the entrance, but this is not great either. Because there's this second idea in Feng Shui.
Desk katanas, I do need a desk katana.
You want to get the good energy from all your surroundings. So, in Feng Shui, you want to have, so there's this thing called the 5 animals. So this is
5 animals.
You, this is you.
That's me.
And then we have something behind you, which is the tortoise. The tortoise shell.
The tortoise.
That's the tortoise.
With a strong shell.
This represents support, like the thing that's supporting.
So I don't know what this M is. Tortoise, I get. Is this the tortoise shell from the side? I've watched this video before and I couldn't figure out what this M was. Let me know if you know what you think this is. Okay, anyway, let's keep learning. So behind you is the tortoise shell. What does it represent? I think like...
This represents support. Like the thing that's supporting you from behind, the protection. So this is the command position. The next one, this is the bird, the phoenix. The majestic phoenix. Because it represents openness. It represents like foresight and good space. So you want to have space in front of you, which is why we want to have space in front of you, which is where both the dangers and the opportunities come.
Where both the dangers and the opportunities come.
You want to have space in front of you, which is why we want to have space in front of you, which is where both the dangers and the opportunities come.
Interesting. So you want to have your eyes open to both the dangers and the opportunities that are in front of you. See, so if this is my room right now, I should be sitting this way and the camera would be coming this way, which means that this wall behind me is boned right now because it looks bad. It's only half of the wall is covered. I have an idea of what I want to do because I've been thinking about this since I watched this video. Anyway, I should be here so I can command and look at the attackers coming through my door. And the opportunities. I see all the space in front of me, all the opportunities and the dangers in front of me.
We want to have space in front of you, which is where both the dangers and the opportunities come.
All right.
So this fulfills the two nice things. Now there's two more aspects, which is the dragon and the tiger.
Love it. Dragon, tiger.
So, the dragon is normally... Like, I don't know how to draw a dragon. Yes, that's a...
It looks like a caterpillar.
Dragon. Come on, just imagine it's a dragon. Okay, fine. So the dragon represents growth, like
okay. Oh.
Plants. It represents growth and good opportunities.
Okay, I got plants on this side. It's dragon. Does it matter if it's on the left or the right side? I don't know if that matters.
So that is what you want. You also want to get good energy when you sit. So it's fine to just protect yourself, but you also want to get the good stuff, which is come in the form of good energy, growth, the dragon side, the east side. And the other side.
That's really interesting that the dragon represents growth and good energy. I would think that the dragon is like, let's like fuck some shit up. Like that's what I would imagine what the dragon is, but you know what? I guess I come with my own baggage. That's not what dragons represent. They represent good vibes and growth. Doesn't matter that they breathe fire. Maybe it's the plants need a little bit of heat to grow, okay? So don't think about it.
On this side, we have the tiger, the
It's
majestic tiger.
It's a cat.
That's a majestic tiger. Yes. And the tiger represents energy.
I love this guy.
So it kind of collects all the good stuff that come from the east into your bowl of coins. Your bowl of wealth. So
okay, tiger represents wealth, and all the growth that comes from the dragon collects in the bowls. What bowls?
East into your bowl of coins, in the bowl of wealth. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's important to know that you want to get good energy, which comes in the form of windows. So you sit like this, yes, it fulfills the command position ideas.
Yeah, window over
but
this way.
You want to be able to get the good energy from the window, which is why
so my plants should be over
because
here
you can
then.
feel the nice energy coming from the window over here.
Wait, but I literally make this place into a cave. I have blackout curtains that I never open. Like, I never see the sun in this room. I like living in a little cave in here. Does that mean I'm not getting any good energy?
So these are the very
I have a Lego bonsai tree. Does that count?
You want to have a nice wall behind you. You want to be able
I feel
to
like this guy would
see
roast
the
you.
And all the dangers that come with it, and also be able to receive the nice energy.
Receive
from
the nice energy.
windows.
Got it.
So I hope this helps, and now you know.
JCast says interior decor based around being more difficult to assassinate. Precisely. That is what we're learning on stream today. Turn off sun PC anywhere. Anyway, okay, so this is what I saw this week, and I've been obsessed over it. Jay, thank you for resubscribing, by the way. I appreciate you. Jumping from YouTube to Twitch, just realized you were live here too. Yep, I am live in both places. We're doing the dual stream thing. Anyway, you are the dragon. Sit wherever you please, Brian. Nice, thank you. By the way, if that sounded like a fart, it's not. It's my hand. Well, now I can't recreate it, so maybe you'll think it's a fart. Anyway, yeah. So I've been thinking about reframing my entire desk space. Oh, let me show you what I'm thinking though. Let's see. How do I I want to do like a vintage flower wall pattern mural. I'm thinking I want to do something like but like dark. Ooh, but like kind of. I think this is okay. So tell me what you think. If I change my desk position to a command position, I feel like I want the background to be these like cool sort of like, these are really big flowers. I want them to be like repeating pattern. Yeah. Closer, sort of. I kind of want to go on Pinterest, but I'm afraid that there's going to be like things not good for. Hold on, let me just make sure. Pinterest is hit or miss. Sometimes Pinterest is a little bit like, it's a little too sexy sometimes. Let me just make sure. Dark academia wall paper flowers. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. We can we can post this on the internet. Okay, so I'm thinking like the background looking kind of like this type of thing. This will be hard to hide katanas in those flowers. Bye, Scorpio guy. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Good to see you. I don't have curtains, can't see to play, monitor 100%. Mika, you gotta get yourself some curtains. I've got blackout curtains, and it is nighttime all day. Which is, I hear, you know, if it's daytime all day, it can make you insane. Like clinically, like if the lights never go off, it can actually clinically make you go insane. But they never say if it's nighttime all the time, it'll make you go insane. So that's how this room is. I have no idea what time it is. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking, if we do this feng shui thing, you won't be seeing the back of that door, or you won't be seeing that door from where you're seeing this. You'll move this way, and then the wall behind me, I gotta do this mural thing. I don't know, has anyone never stuck murals to the wall before? I've seen some DIY stuff and it looks like totally doable, but I don't know. But then that would be the wall. What do you think? Akuma, how's it going? You love going on Pinterest, but my feed means I'm greeted immediately by shirtless Asterian after one BG3 search. My Instagram For You page, my discovery page on Instagram is just literally like romantasy memes and Lord of the Rings memes. So it's just like hot elf people everywhere is basically my entire feed for Instagram. Pretty embarrassing. It's just shirtless Faye. Mari, did I ever get into playing Genshin Impact? Yes, I did, but the gacha part of it just got a little bit too much, a little overwhelming. I was really impressed with what you can play on mobile though, because I'm like, I did not know you could have a full-on game like Genshin Impact on your phone and have it run well. Very impressive, but it just took up so much of my time. Let's see. The bird one is pretty. Oh, this one? Yeah, I like a little like animals in it. Maybe like owls. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at the magical foxes. I feel like I have a kinship with owls. My earrings are owls, but the magical foxes are so freaking cute. Wowie. Wow. I get greeted by cross stitch on my Pinterest. Ooh, that's lovely. It is weird seeing the door in the background. It is, right? Don't you feel like somebody's gonna walk through at any point? It's a little unnerving, I feel like. Let's see. Hardy, hey, how's it going? She's our Athena. I appreciate it. Athena pretty much is my guiding light in my life. Oh, by the way, Minta, Insta. I wanted to run something by y'all. I want to get your opinion on something. So, in an attempt to kind of like marry my history with like gaming culture, all of our sort of shared past of like gaming together, with the new sort of path of self-help and where I'm going in my life and where I am today. I wanted to do something called the Oracle Within, and it is the 7-day inner voice mastery challenge. And I kind of want to go through it with you, and then I want to get your opinion of like what's doable, what feels like work and like you don't want to do it, versus like what feels inspiring or motivating. So if you'll let me just pitch it to you, and then you can tell me what about it is boring, what about it sucks, what about it is good, then I'll have a better idea of like how to kind of keep going with this sort of thing, because I personally really love it, and I want it to also connect with y'all too. And since you're here with me, we're gonna do it. Pitch away, Mari. Thank you, Jade. I'm not great with pitches, so we'll see. Okay, so this is like a 7-day challenge to kind of get better with how we talk to ourselves. And every day it's just a little exercise. The first day, before that, let's just read it. Welcome to the journey of inner peace. This challenge will guide you through transforming your inner voice, building self-awareness, and cultivating inner peace in just 7 days, or at least open the doors to it in 7 days. And it's a lifelong journey. It's going to take a long time, but you know what? It gives you something in 7 days. With each level you complete, you'll move closer to mastering your thoughts and embracing your true potential, all while earning XP. Be sure to track your progress and check back to see where you rank at the end of the week. Remember, consistency is key. The more consistent you are, the more XP you'll earn, not learn. Now it's time to begin your journey. So yeah, I wanted to bring in XP and learning how to do stuff while also having a reward system. And hopefully the reward system will turn into something more than just kind of like hypothetical XP that's online. I want to be able to like trade it for like exclusive live streams or maybe like a Zoom call or things like that. Anyway, here's day 1. Crossing the river of reflection. I love the vibes of it. It's giving D&D, very like dark and moody. Anyway, the task is to write down 3 negative thoughts from your inner voice, identify where they come from. And that's it. You earn 15 XP. This is just the day 1 portion of it. And you know what? If you stack all of them in one day, you can do that too. But this is day 1. It goes on to day 2. Now take what you wrote in day 1 and rewrite each negative thought from day 1 as if you were comforting a friend. So basically it's like if the way I'm saying it to myself is like, you're never going to be able to do that. Like I would never say that to a friend, right? And like half of the thoughts that we have in our head, we would never say that to a friend. It's so negative. Like it's like a terrible way to talk to somebody. And so the thought process is if we can rewrite that for ourselves, it's an exercise in rewriting how we speak to ourselves. You are in 30 XP for getting through that. Day 3, emerging from those shadows. Choose 3 affirmations to replace your harsh inner voice. Read it out loud to yourself today. I know affirmations are like strange. I say that because I'm projecting and I thought it was really strange and I was really uncomfortable with affirmations because I'm like, feels really woo-woo. It doesn't feel like anything for me. I personally couldn't do it in the mirror because I felt super cringy being like, you can do it, Mari. You're worthy of self-love. Like I couldn't do that to myself in the mirror, but what I could do was listen to someone saying it to me and space out. Like it became almost hypnotic. Like I wasn't actively listening all the time when I was listening to these affirmations, but what I could do actually was just listen, zone out, and I know it sounds like magic, but more and more my inner thoughts started to get replaced by this very nice lady talking to me, because I'm like, my own thoughts, my intrusive thoughts have no place because this nice lady keeps saying good things to me. So this is more of an exercise to kind of ease yourself into affirmations. Day 4, catch yourself being self-critical in real time today and reframe the thought immediately. Earlier in this stream, I did it. I said, I saw my dumb face on in theaters, right? Like, that's me. Like, I'm not gonna say, I might say that to like Joven, but I wouldn't say that to like a normal friend where it's like, oh, I saw your dumb face on a movie theater screen. That was cool. You know, like I wouldn't dismiss it that way. So in real time, I was like, you know what? Let's clock that. Let's figure that out. Why would I say that? It's me downplaying it so that I don't appear like not humble. And so by me cutting myself down by saying that I have a dumb face, it allows me to be like, well, I'm talking about me being on a movie theater screen. I don't want it to be like boastful. So I'll cut myself down in order to make it sound a little bit more palatable for everybody. So that's why I did it. You know, like I can understand why I did it, but at the same time, I'm like, did I really need to do that? Why can't I just like celebrate the fact that like our movie played? That's very cool. It was in a theater. I should be able to just celebrate that a la carte and just go like, that was a cool moment. But instead I had to cut myself down. And so it's moments like that where it's like, catch yourself being self-critical and then, you know, put a pin in it. Come back to it another day. Maybe it's tiring to come back to it immediately, but just like try to reframe it in that moment. So that's day 4. Day 5, find a childhood photo. Oh, do I have? No, I don't have it with me. It's in the other room. Anyway, find a childhood photo of yourself and write a kind letter to your younger self. It could be so short. It could just be like, hey man, you're doing the best you can. And like, what would you say to your kid self? You know? So, again, it's not like this is the letter that goes to kid self you. It's just an exercise to open up that door. You earn 75 XP. Day 6, do one kind thing for yourself today, something you do for a friend. And sometimes that is just something as simple as like making sure you eat, making sure you stay hydrated, things like that. And that'll earn you 90 XP. Day 7, the last one, commit to one of the tasks on the challenge list and repeat it today. This is more so to hammer in that consistency is key. Let's say you like day 4's self-critical one, catching yourself being self-critical in real time. You're like, let's repeat it again. Just so that it isn't just this thing where you do it once and you're like, all right, I did it, checked it off. It's like what you want is for you to do little bits and pieces of this without even thinking every day. So it's kind of creating a habit. And then, this is my favorite slide, figuring out how much XP you earned at the end of the week. And you just add it all together. And then you kind of get like a little description. The Seeker, the Transformer, the Guardian, and of course, the Olympian. Somebody mentioned Athena earlier, and yeah, it is the Greek pantheon has always been a very, very big inspiration to me. So yeah, it is kind of like aesthetically that. Anyway, that is the 7-day mastery challenge for your inner voice that I came up with, along with Danny. Big shout out to Danny, by the way. Anyway, so I want to hear your thoughts on it. What is good about it? What is tiring? What is like I don't want to do that. What sort of roadblocks are you feeling around it versus what feels doable? Like, and like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. This is really just so that I get a better idea of what feels like, what'll motivate you to want to try even like a day's worth of it. Let me see here. Siege says, Very cool. Ignoring those self-destructive thoughts is a damn battle. Yeah, universal battle. Absolutely. I love looking at old childhood photos. Even though my childhood wasn't good, I looked happy in photos. Listening to affirmations is so much easier for me too. I can say them to other people, but trying to say things to myself that's not negative is hard. Yeah, it is it's like retraining a muscle. It's weird. It sincerely feels like you know, like you if you've ever heard of like neural pathways, it's what your brain does out of habit, right? And everything that we've done up to now is like your brain doing habits to keep yourself alive. Sure, we have bad habits that we always kind of like go towards as well. But for the most part, your brain's like, well, I've kept myself alive this long, so I'm going to keep redoing the things that I know. And sometimes those can be destructive, like negative thoughts. But your brain's like, hey, we're alive, aren't we? So why change this thing? But we can create different neural pathways, meaning if your brain always goes, man, you suck, you're dumb, you can't do this, you're not worthy of this, you don't deserve it, then that's the neural pathway that's like carved out. Think of it like a ski run on a mountain. And you see all the ski like runs that are carved out already. That's your ski run that's carved out. But if you can think of it as like a fresh snow that's on the mountain, and then you can carve out a different pathway, that's like a new neural pathway that you can carve out to make yourself go, you know what? My brain is no longer going to go to its default. And it's going to go, you know what? You can do this. You are awesome. You are worthy of this. You deserve better. Like, that's a neural pathway that it can choose to go to, but it takes discipline and time and doing it over and over again, but it is possible. It really is. It's possible. I'm like, I'm a guinea pig to let you know it's possible. Hardy, I think it's great. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Thank you, Hardy. Just like first thought, that's good to know. Jade says, I think it's all doable. However, I think the affirmations might be a struggle for most people. I agree with you. Yeah, because it was such a struggle for me. And it sounds woo-woo. But you've mentioned another option of listening to them to start off. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get out of complacency. It is. It is. And it's also hard to like believe that anything will work for you, you know? Like I know that when I was at my lowest, I'm like, I love that for you. It's so cool you're working on yourself. And I'm like, I don't think anything is gonna like work for me. Is like those were my thoughts when I was at my lowest. Okay, so the affirmations. Jade, I totally get you. Yeah, the affirmations, I like putting it in there because it was such a heavy hitter for me. Like I feel like it did a lot for me, but you're right. It is a little bit difficult. I think it's interesting. It feels a lot like a lot of wrestling with positive and negative thoughts rather than putting positive thoughts center stage, especially in day 4. I think it feels like a lot of wrestling with positive and negative thoughts rather than putting positive thoughts center stage. Day 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely that struggle because I don't think that you can like fully change the regular like negative thoughts, you know, like the uh what do you call it? Default settings like in a matter of days. I think it does take more time. But yeah, I think day 3 and day 4 speak most closely to me. Day 3 is choose affirmations, okay? And day 4 is catch yourself. I'm with you on the struggle of not wanting to believe your own hype too much for fear of being egomaniacal, but at the same time needing to so as to avoid. Yeah, Brian. Yeah. No, I am right there with you. For the affirmations, I may approach it the same way as they do in Severance. I haven't watched Severance yet. Right now I'm watching Righteous Gemstones. And Pete and I watched Andor as well. But I haven't watched Severance yet. I don't have Apple Plus. Okay. Your Audi likes a nice candle and candles with her cat stuff. I don't know what that means. Can you explain it more? I don't know. I don't understand the context. Kishan, how's it going? Good to see you. Siege says the affirmations one is big, not like telling myself good things about myself or something, but every time I think something negative or something that feels hopeless, I just have that line in my head from Walking Dead where Ezekiel is like, and yet I smile. Sounds dumb, but it works for me. That's lovely. And yet I smile. It's powerful. Thanks for saying nice things. Oh, Kishan. I'm just, I'm trying. I'm trying to impart as much as what helped for me to other folks as well, in hopes that they'll find their way. I started using mental health journals to help myself with reprogramming my brain, so this wouldn't be much different from that. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Trixie, hi, how's it going? I'd go into why that's one of my main issues, but live chat on YouTube has a character limit. Yeah. Yes. The why is always a long history lore for all of us. You cannot change yourself in a day. Yes. You can only start the journey. Wise words, Hardy. Absolutely. Robin says, sounds really good. Like for me, it's like get to deal with my problems, build my self-esteem up, get more confident, get stronger, and to believe in myself and not think I'm such a mistake. Yeah, the mistakes. Like where does the, not even the fear of making mistakes, but like the punishing after we've made mistakes, like why do we, I don't know, like how we punish ourselves for making mistakes is very, very interesting, and it's very much tied to like what we learned. So yeah, personally, Joe says, personally, I do feel like sending a letter to your future self because it gives something to look forward to. Oh, I like that, rather than looking back. I think when we are in a dark place, we want a way out. Oh, I like that. That's a very, very good idea, Joe. Writing a future self letter. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Rachel says, "Oh, you're just gonna have to watch Severance." I get it. I don't. You're right. Thank you for not spoiling anything. I appreciate that. Siege says, like having the mind of a pessimist, but the boots of an optimist. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have a poet in the house? Having the mind of a pessimist, but the boots of an optimist. Like, keep going. When you say that, I feel like the boots continue hitting the ground, continue walking, continue going, but your mind might be, making it much harder to, yet the boots keep going. Ooh, that's a very cool visual. I like that. 88 says, what if I already spent a long time learning how to love myself for who I am and got to a point where I'm happy? What's the next place to aspire to? First of all, that is so, so cool to hear that. I love that you are at this place. I would say the next step is, do you want a next step? I would gauge if your life is where it's at and you love it and you're happy, then do you need another next step? But if you're looking for the next step, I would ask yourself why you're looking for the next step, and maybe that'll help. Let's see. Brendan says, "Hey Mari, how are you? Welcome back." Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the live streaming is very chill. It's pretty scuffed. I don't have any overlays or anything. So yeah, it's a low key sort of thing. But with that said, I'm enjoying having like kind of like a stress-free way to connect and stay live. I haven't been live streaming for I think like 2 to 3 years at this point. So it is thank you for the welcome. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Proto, how's it going? Just got here? Welcome. That's a cute candle. What candle? This candle or that candle? I might need to. I'm gonna blow out the candles. Sorry. This isn't because you said something about it. This isn't like, how dare you say something, now I'm gonna blow them out. It's getting really, really fragrant in here, so. Woo! Woo! I feel like Jan in The Office. You remember when she's like huffing her candles to get herself to be less stressed out? It's getting very fragrant in here. So, here. We'll put these fake ones over here to keep the vibes going. This is the MariCore vibes right here. Fake candles for the vibes. Let's see. Rachel says, I have a little yellow book hidden under my book that kind of has easy access. It's essentially a life journal. I love that. I write updates when something extremely important in my life happens. I love that you have made journaling a regular part of your life. That's so cool. I've got entries from my 21st birthday, the first day of the pandemic, whew, moving out. It's been really great for me to be able to process the big events and big emotions. That is so cool. I love that for you. I feel like I've been one of those people who is like a constant new journal starter, where I'm just like, oh, now I want to start a new one because it's a new chapter of my life, or it's a new year. And it's like, just stick with the one that you have. I think that's where I am now. But yeah, in the past, I feel like I've started new notebooks for new journeys, and it's like pretty fragmented. I have a lot of my big moments in journals, but they're all over the place. Maybe one day I can consolidate it. That'd be kind of cool. I just realized you were standing. Oh yeah, I'm at a standing desk. I actually have a treadmill. I could be walking. Most days when I'm working at at my desk, I'm walking. Mari, which of all your cool hair colors do you miss the most? I think I miss purple the most. If I had to choose, I think I miss purple the most. Like long purple. But you know what's insane? I can't believe I went through a period where I was so high maintenance with my hair. The thing is, I had a really good hairstylist. It's Sohinki's cousin, and she would really like work really hard to keep my hair like healthy, but you know, like incredible with the color and stuff like that. Anyway, so high maintenance because I had purple hair and then I had purple extensions that made my hair like go down to here, but like immaculate, like big hair extensions, right? So I would keep those in my hair for like 3 months, something like that. Something crazy. I heard a lot of candles are toxic. Damn, sap! Now you're making me worry. 100% essential oils from around the world. Why is it from around the world? Why can't it just be from one place? Scentworks. I love that one. I'm not letting go of that one. That's like a goji berry one. Oh, I love how it smells. This one is... Okay, this one is... Goji Tarocco Orange. I don't know what a Tarocco is, but it's goji and orange. And this one is Tree Farm, which I think is like pine. This is like a Christmas. This is Christmas. It smells like Christmas and oranges. I'm in a perpetual Christmas land, which smell-wise, I really like that. I like a good Christmas smell. I wish I could comb your hair. I don't know, Sap. It would just go do it. Maybe when it was long, that would be more interesting to comb my hair. But nowadays, it's just very short. Hardy says, I think something that is one of the hardest things is letting it be enough. Yeah. Accepting where you are without being afraid of facing yourself in the mirror. If you know, you know. Yeah. Enough is like on whose terms, you know? It's like, I think it's a lot, it's tied very much to like expectations, outward expectations. The bar that we set of like what is acceptable. I do think that shadow work really touches into that, because for me, a lot of like validation came from not getting validation, and me being like, oh, I gotta try harder. And if I try harder, I'll get the validation. And the shadow work for me showed like when other people get recognition for half of the effort that I've put in, I'm jealous. I am resentful. It's hard for me to celebrate others and really not celebrate myself. I beat myself up for like not getting the same sort of like attention, accolades, whatever, as somebody who tried seemingly half as much, you know? So like I had to really get over like what that feeling was and what the core of why I would feel that way. And as soon as I cut through that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice to release. And like just being able to admit to myself that like I have these like gross feelings of like jealousy, you know? It doesn't feel pretty to like admit you're jealous. It's like, ugh, it feels gross even saying it, but like I got to a point where I'm like, I got to be able to admit it to myself. This is a part of me, and come to terms with it. Let some of these things like rest. Deal with it. You know, all these things. It's pretty great. Brendan, I'm standing. I have a standing desk. It's mostly the carcinogens from the fuel that burns them. What's up, future? Nice of you to pop in just to talk about carcinogens. My fave smell is cranberry wood. Ooh, I love that. Peter recently was like, how do I get the smell of like freshly packed snow, or like the smell right after snow? And I had to like Google it to figure out like what the heck that is. Apparently, that smell of fresh snow is an absence of smell. When there's fresh snow, the molecules slow down. They're instead of it being packed together, they are farther apart. And by doing that, it is a lack of smell that you're smelling, because the molecules are much more spread out. They're slower because it's colder. And so I'm like, I don't think you're ever gonna get that smell. He wants to smell like that and wood, like forest wood. We can get the forest wood smell, but can't really get that other smell. What's funny is this is for my book talk girlies, but I'm reading Quicksilver, and those are the smells of Kingfisher. So just saying. Okay, Kevster, how's it going? Sap, you work in an office, don't you? I work in this office, which is my room. So yeah, technically yes. Joe says, actually for the reward ranks, I like Greek mythology themes. The final rank Olympian is great. I think the lower ranks could use some work. I love this. How about names like nymph, demigod, hero, oracle, Sonic? Interesting. I'm gonna write this down. Yeah, because right now, hold on, let's go back to it. Right now, the Seeker. Yeah, the Seeker is... I guess the Seeker is more of a... not Greek pantheon specifically, but it's more of like a Jungian archetype. Yeah, the Transformer. Not like Transformers, but more like a shapeshifter is what I was thinking. Okay. The Guardian. Guardian's a little bit more pantheon-esque, but you're right. It's yeah. Olympian is a little bit more like you're an Olympic god. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for that note. That's a very, very good note. Thank you. I love that you continued thinking about this. Best smell is fresh linen. Can't use candles in my room. I'm worried I'd forget to blow them out. It's like my dad. Are you a fan of history or science videos on YouTube? Example, Kyle Hill. Oh, I used to watch Kyle Hill videos all the time, especially when he was part of Nerdist. I think he came out of the Nerdist crew. The answer, the short answer is yes. I love them. Yeah. Who do I like? Johnny Harris. He does a lot of like history and modern history. He also does like a lot of like geopolitics, but I don't really listen to those ones, more the history ones. Who else? Of course, Vsauce, because friend of the show, Vsauce 3. This is when I was in one of the Vsauce videos for Top Gun. Okay. Biggest problem is that even when I think like I'm good enough for myself, this is from 88, by the way, I'm never sure I'm good enough for the world. Seems to me like your understanding of what's going on and you have noted that this is not necessarily a problem, but it is something worth noting. And if and when you want to pull on that string, I encourage you to. Because this is something where it's like, clearly you're like, this is something that is bothering me. So, you know, pull on that string when you're ready to. I think it's worth it. Party says if you snort the candle, of course it's dangerous, but most things will off you eventually. That's true. That's true. How's Papa Peter doing? He's great. He's lovely. Petrichor? Petercore? Screenplay, who even is this lady? Screenplay, you're in Vegas, aren't you? You and your family should come to the premiere that's happening at Circa on April 25th in Vegas. The information is in my Instagram, but our movie is playing and it's just this big like public event. So if you are looking for a night out, honestly, I hate the Strip, but if you're looking for a night out, April 25th. Sap says, do I like sci-fi? I do like sci-fi. I do. Hardy says, oak, pine, sage incense. They are amazing. I like a pine. I don't know if I would know the difference between an oak and a pine, actually, to be fair. Sci-fi books. I like fantasy books more than sci-fi books. I'll say that. Joe says, when you mentioned Greek mythology, I couldn't help myself. My gears were turning. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Vsauce jump scare while doom scrolling YouTube shorts is a real thing. That's funny. Oh my gosh, Jade. If you are in Vegas on the 25th, you'll let me know. You tell me. Nags, hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday to you if it's Sunday. Happy Monday to you if it is a Monday. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. We have just chatting today. I don't think I'm gonna get into games today. Our chat and going through the Oracle Within has kind of wanted me to do some work today. You've inspired me to want to do some work. So I think that's what's going to happen today after stream rather than playing video games. But I appreciate it. Thank you again for all of the feedback on this. I think it's going in the right direction. And yeah, I am thinking, oh yeah, this is the thing that I didn't mention. So for the XP, I was thinking of like different tiers, like for like the highest tier for XP, like maybe it just means that you can like maybe I'll have exclusive content, or maybe I'll do like an exclusive stream. Maybe it means like I'll do like a Zoom call with people who reach the highest tier. Maybe it's, I don't know. But I feel like something other than like, okay, these hypothetical points might be interesting. But yeah, something like that. Jade, you're in LA, May 26th to the 8th of June. Oh, no way. Wow. You're going to be stateside. Are you going to be seeing Raw? I'll let you know if I'm in LA at all during those dates. Me being in LA is very, very all over the place. Okay, you're staying with Ron Cherry? Okay. I'll let you know if I am going to be in the area. But it's never like a solid, like I go to LA every month on these days. It's all over the place. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, I'm going tomorrow. So it's kind of sporadic. I'll let you know. All right, well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up today. Now my brain is kind of working overtime. We talked about Feng Shui in the office. I wonder, if I were to redo my office, is it interesting if I did a video around it? The thing that scares me is that it's gonna be a lot of work redoing this office. It's such a mess. What you see looks really nice, but other than that, it's looking a little rough. But yeah, absolutely yes. Okay. All right, Rachel. I'm addicted to Sunday resets, so I will eat that kind of video up. Ooh. Sunday reset, huh? Yeah, I mean, redoing my office would be a reset so that I'm not looking for the dangers behind my back, you know? When I don't have the camera on me, then I don't know what sort of dangers lurk behind me coming through the door. Okay. All right. All right. I'll do a office rebuild episode then. That sounds fun. You should stream it. I don't know about streaming it because it's literally me like ripping things down. It would just be like a, oh, I guess I could stream it, huh? What if it's just like an 8-hour stream and I just have a GoPro like in the corner? Like I wouldn't be able to interact much because it'll just be, you know, like doing work. But if I had like a GoPro to see the whole office, which isn't very big, just a square, then you could kind of see like a bird's eye view. Okay. Something to think about. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday, or maybe middle of the night on Monday. I really, really appreciate it. If you're coming through on Twitch and watching on Twitch, the VOD will be available on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. I feel like YouTube is a very small audience right now, but it's a very strong audience, if you know what I mean. Super appreciate it. Really enjoyed today's discussion. Gave me lots to think on. Yes, high tops. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me happy. If you can go away from this being like, hey, maybe I'll take away one thing about it. That makes me really, really, really happy. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will see you soon. I'm going to be working on videos for this coming week. And yeah, I will see you soon. I'm going to do one more stream before I leave for Japan. So yeah, I will see you on the next stream. Thank you all.